Okay, so let's try and kind of fly through this little ditty here. That way we can kind of get on to some more statistics, bigger and better things, things like that. We're still in kind of the review stages of this. So we have to get past every tiny little exercise. Uh, Remember, that's the tens. If we round to the tens, I'm seeing 2, 1, 2, 0, 0. That's what I see. The number rounded to the nearest hundredth. Yeah, tenth, hundredth, thousandth, and it is negative. That's self-explanatory. This is all basically rounding. We have a lot. We shall change exercises, but it starts with a rounding. Thousandth, tenth, hundredth, thousandth. That one should be correct. Nearest to hundredth. Okay, so factor and reduce I like. Factor and reduce is more algebra, but we just do this stuff on a calculator. Math, enter twice will give us a fraction. Decimal, math, enter twice, we'll put it into a fraction. But I like the math, therefore 45 is a 9 times 5. 189, that's a little bit harder. So let's try this here. This is the rule of 3. I'm sure in some other completely different class I'll say this. If I do hundreds of videos over time, I'll probably say this a lot, but this is our favorite here. This is our rule of 3. So a lot of people know the rule of 3. It's fun. We like the rule of 3. If you take any big number, they've never disproven this. It's always proven to be true. Let's take 189. If you take any big number, the whole point is we don't know whether or not it's divisible by 3. If you add up the digits of that number, yeah, and it equals something that's divisible by 3, then the original number was divisible by 3. That's the rule of 3. The factor and reduce is kind of silly because we'd have to do 189 divided by 3 on our calculator anyways. But that's a 63, so that's a 3 times 63, which is going to be 9 times 5. That's a 3. What is 63? Is that a 9 times 7? So the 9s, they cancel. I see 5 over 21, which is what the answer is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Carrying the decimal 2 places. Okay, so if they ask us something, oh, they want us to add. So preferred baseball or football. So if we look at the thing, we have to add 38% plus 14. So the pie chart is how you very often separate categories, basically bar chart or pie chart. So we like the pie chart. So they'll give us little things if we can read charts pretty well. So a lot of the course is about reading charts, yeah. 87% of 29, we multiply them. So we just kind of did, the previous assignment was this. Thirty-six of 40, 0.36 times 40. We don't have to break it down to an equation. We should know this without stats, but it's very important. The simplest thing in statistics, we have p hat equals x over n. It's just a number out of n divided by n. But sometimes we only have these two and they make us find x. So we do the algebra, multiply both sides by n, and the n's cancel, and we get x equals n p hat. But how many out of 460,000? The n is 46000. The p hat is 0.32. The x is approximately 14720. The y coordinate is y equals -4. Done. So they're just going to have us read the height of that. Okay, good, good, good. So these are some repeated questions from the previous video. If we want to take a good look at it, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I see 16 minus 16 is 0. That's what I see. Order of operations. Order of operations, it's a -3. That goes 18, 19. Yes, if we have to work hard with any of this, then we have problems. The thing about algebra is even though we do all this little algebra review, even something like the square root of 4, I'm sorry, the square root of 4 over this, even something like that usually is not in the class. Actually, I guess I should eat my words with confidence intervals and margin of errors and stuff, it actually is. But you have people who do pretty good in the class because they don't require us to show work. You can do everything on the T84 and we don't need any algebra. So that's plug in. We just did one of those on the previous assignment. Yep, all that is plug in. This is just giant algebra review. So let's at least do one that's fun, yeah? So it's negative, yeah, negative b minus c squared over 4 times 3. It's -6 minus 16 over 12. Teachers love it when we work up the page. Remember, a negative plus a negative is just a bigger negative. It's we work over here, it's -22. If I'm talking, I make mistakes. I talk all this jive here. But if I'm talking while working, I will make a mistake. I see -22, that's what I see. So then factor and reduce, -2 times 11 over 2 times 6. The 2's are gone. It is an improper fraction. -11 over 6 cannot be reduced anymore. That's what I got right there the first time around. Can we end this with a fun problem, something that we have to read? I think not. So we will move on to the next video.